Gearth News, live from Tijuana. I'm Jeremy.
And I'm Eddie. Our top stories today, the world's girthiest man is in our studios.
But first, a Gearth News exclusive story about a little invention known as the cotton gin.
That's right, Jeremy. We now go live to our reporter in the field, Blake Bryan, with more on the story.
Thanks, Eddie. Hello, I am Blake Bryan, standing here in Mulberry Grove Plantation in Georgia. At this plantation in 1799, Eli Whitney created a revolutionary invention called the cotton gin. Now, the cotton gin was able to take out the seeds of cotton, which slaves spent 10 to 20 minutes per little thing of cotton. So it revolutionized the cotton-making industry. And with me, I have Eli Whitney. Eli, I'll have a couple questions for you about the cotton gin.
Well, thanks, Blake.
How does it work?
Basically, this here is a cotton gin. And what you see here is we have some fresh picked cotton on the ground. You can see that right there. It has a bunch of seeds and leaves and all sorts of nasty stuff in it.
Oh, wow.
And what we would do is, originally, you would have a cotton picking slave. He would have to come and take the seeds out. And a patch like this would normally take 15, 20 minutes to do, okay?
Oh, wow.
But now what I made is, you drop it in here in this little container, and we have a grate right here. And we turn this little lever here once the box is closed, and it's going to come through this grate and come out in fresh white cotton. So let's give it a little go right now. And so now we're turning it, and I can feel it going through the wheel, and that's got to be about done now. And you open up the box, and what we have here is fresh white cotton. Blake, come look at this. See this fresh white cotton here? This would normally take one of our cotton picking slaves in America probably 10-15 minutes. It took us mere seconds to do this. And this is important because it revolutionized America's industry for agriculture. What you can see is America was pretty much, the South was supported by cotton. It was our biggest export. And what this did was it increased our trade exponentially. It helped us supported us, and it basically increased America and the world's economy. And that is why this is such an important invention.
Yeah, I couldn't agree more. That's very revolutionary. Thank you so much, Eli, for letting us come down to your plantation in Georgia. It was a pleasure.
Thank you.
All right, thank you. All right, now we're going to go hit the street to see what people today think about the cotton gin.
I don't know much about that.
Thanks, Blake. Isn't that great, Jeremy? The cotton gin almost single-handedly saved America's economy by harvesting cotton.
Well, as you see, it started over here in Georgia. And if you think about the type of trade we have nowadays, and if we had that trade back then that we do now, it could have easily gone to the Monterey Still of Mexico, all the way down to Colombia, down to Brazil, all the way to that Argentina, and made its way down the Rio Grande. South Atlantic Ocean, all the way to the Dominican Republic of Congo, all the way down to Angola, all the way down to Zimbabwe, South Africa. But if it made its way up to Russia to kind of freeze, Soviets, all the way down to China in the Yangtze River. And you see it made its way down to Indonesia, all the way down to Australia, into the Great Victoria Desert. And when it sailed all the way back to the Scotia Sea and all the way up through
That's right, Jeremy.
Argentina, right down to Puentes Arenas, all the way down to the Tierra del Fuego, all the way up to the coast of the Peru Basin, all the way down to Costa Rica, through Mexico City, all the way down to San Diego and Long Beach, and through Tijuana of our own studios, made it all the way back across the United States of America.
Back to Georgia. Well, that's great, Jeremy. It really is.
It really is. Like, you gotta think about how it affected the slaves,
But the slaves weren't really affected in society, were they?
They're the main reason why it happened.
Nobody cares.
Yeah, but you gotta
Live from Gearth Studios.
Gearth News!